The party learned that the Red Dragon Army had plans to make use of Vogler as a base of operations of sorts, at the very least, to occupy it. The mayor and the people of Vogler chose to resist, with the aid of Cudgel's mercenary company. Even so, the wounded town of Vogler, lacking a militia, could not stand against an army. An assault fell upon the town. The party did their best to defend as an evacuation was made, and all the townsfolk rushed to the wharf, loading onto every ship they could find. The town burns. New technologies, new weapons of war have been unveiled, and the people of Vogler head downriver to an uncertain future.
So, takes a few hours, but by dawn, the morning after evacuating, the walled city of Kalaman rises in the distance. Spreading across the southern shore of a wide bay, ships sail to and from the city's walled harbor, their courses lit by a pair of towering beacons. On the shore ahead, where the Vingod River meets Kalaman Bay, dozens of survivors from Vogler have pulled their mismatched boats ashore and begin making a camp. Immediately as the party pulls ashore, you notice a group of, for lack of a better term, youngsters. The eldest of them you assume can't be more than 14, are struggling to land their boat. It's currently 20 feet from the shore, but it is drifting back into the river.
How strong is the current?
Relatively. You would assume it has more to do with them being young. It appears to be almost only children aboard that boat. As I stated, the oldest is about 14.
But the current's strong enough for an adult to swim properly, right?
Oh yes, you could swim over there.
Then I just choose to do that.
And make a survival check.
And here comes the drowning.
You still have Noburu's character sheet?
Oh yeah. Are you even able to?
Good point.
I will go as well.
Then you make a survival check.
How far away did you say they were?
They are now 20 feet from the shore. But they are slowly drifting away. Duval is able to get in there and with his help row them in. Please. Thank you.
No problem.
But yes, you've managed to make it to at least outside the city of Kalaman. You're a couple miles up the road on the shore of the river.
Well then, I believe this is where we part ways.
Leaving so soon?
We're not heroes. Besides, someone's got to let our clans know. Oh, and Darrett.
Yeah? He says as he looks a little in a daze. He definitely had the adrenaline rush going during the combat, but now he doesn't seem to know what to do.
It was Becklin, right?
Becklin, yeah, was the knight he served under.
Becklin left this for you.
Oh. Alright. What is it?
A box? I don't know what's inside of it. It was for you.
He takes it and opens up the box. Within is a suit of plate armor, filigreed with Solemnic knotwork. I had no idea that she had this ready already. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I hope I can live up to what she believed in me. Yeah. He steps off to the side and begins attempting to don them.
Well, like I said, our job is done. Well, Mizunaki, shall we head out?
Gives you a firm nod, begins walking away.
all the years I've been with you, I still don't understand your thoughts sometimes. And with that, I follow after.
Bye.
Well, for those of you that remain, make perception checks.
Oh, yeah. Playing with my dragon.
Well, we're out of danger now.
It's poor villagers that have PTSD of a metal dragon.
Naomi, you notice something, or more likely, you notice the lack of something. You realize that you don't see Lord Baccharis or his son anywhere.
Oh, thank God. I mean, oh no.
Oh darn! They didn't make it. Darn. Oh.
Or they're working for the enemy. One or the other.
Okay, but I'll relay this information to the rest of the group. So yeah, either he's a bad guy or he just didn't make it.
Well, we should probably find the,
Probably tripped on his shoelaces.
What about like? Oh, did you say his son was missing too?
Yes, both of them.
Yeah. Is the mayor in sight?
Yes, she's currently trying to organize some of the people and make sure everyone has basic necessities, people are dry, you know, figuring out who has access to tents and who has food and towels and blankets.
I'll go over and offer any assistance.
She looks at you as well as the rest of the party. I believe, actually, you might be the best suited to this. As well as take Darrett with you. We need to send a delegation into the city that we might actually seek asylum. Let them know about what has happened in Vogler, and do whatever you can to make arrangements to keep my people safe.
we will do our best.
Thank you. She turns and goes
Where
back.
are we on the map currently?
You are currently double check.
Guessing this way.
Probably pretty sure it's this one.
You
So
are
the map is rotated.
2 miles northwest. And what do you mean it's rotated?
I am guessing our location's towards this direction.
Yeah. You are 2 miles to the northwest. 2 miles up that road.
Okay, well, suppose we better start walking.
It doesn't take you too long before you get within range of the major city of Kalaman. Statues of Titanic soldiers line its mighty walls. These ancient stone knights stand to the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against defenses that withstood even the cataclysm. A disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures line the road to the city's nearest gate, where soldiers in blue and yellow uniforms question you as you approach. Hold up their hand. Stop! What is your business here in Kalaman?
We represent. Oh crap! What is Vogler? Whose town has just been overrun by mercenaries and pillaged, and they are seeking asylum.
Oh, alright. So you'll also want to go to the castle and speak to the council?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, let me just call one of my men. And he goes around the corner of the gate, calls out, and another guardsman that was sitting at a table stands up, adjusts his armor and weapons, walks over, and the captain tells him to lead you into the castle. Just follow him, he'll take you up there.
Thank you.
Even if the imposing Castle Kalaman didn't stand atop a 100-foot cliff, it would still tower over every other structure in the city. The path to it rises up the cliffside, overlooked by gigantic statues matching those that line the city walls. At the path's end, guards stand before an open gate. Yes, the gate to the castle itself. As you get to the gate, the guard that is leading you there states what your business is, and they let you in and lead you into a courtyard, where you immediately recognize someone. As you cross the Castle Kalaman's paved courtyard, a familiar figure intercepts you. My father has matters in hand.
Dear gosh. And how did you get before us?
We were aboard the first boat. We made sure to immediately come to the city to let everyone know what is happening.
Of course.
That's convenient.
Don't worry, my father will determine what is best for the fishers of Vogler.
Well,
You can
the
do
mayor
this-
appointed us representatives, so I think we'll step in and make sure of that.
Oh, you don't need to disturb my father. He knows what he's doing. You're
Yeah.
just peasants after all. You don't even live in Vogler.
Brian, throw the cheese.
I threw it all already.
Damn.
Threw the rest of that at his father.
Brian, throw the rat!
No! I need the rat!
I mean, is his father in sight talking?
You don't see him.
Are they like? Is there like an inside thing, or like are there doors? Like, what am I seeing?
Oh, you're in a courtyard, but now the guard is standing there confused, not sure what to do.
I look to the guard. Can you bring us before whoever's in charge?
Make a persuasion check.
What is your persuasion?
+4.
Okay, so it was mine. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't suppose it hurts to have more than one person representing a village.
He shouldn't be representing the village, anyways.
You soldier, what exactly is going on here?
Oh, I'm leading this group up to meet the council. They're an envoy from a village that's been attacked.
And what village would they be from?
He turns and looks at the rest of you.
Vogler.
What he said.
Up the coast.
How long ago was this attack?
Just yesterday.
And do you know what their force was?
The Invincible Red Dragon Army?
That is correct.
Red Dragons is right.
Was it
They said Red Dragons.
Was it really called the Invincible Red Dragon?
The Invincible Red Dragon Army.
Red Dragon Army! Where? They're who I've been searching for!
I'm scared.
7-foot-tall man walks up to you guys.
So
How many foot?
7
I
foot.
heard
Okay.
I heard 8-foot tall man.
I heard 4.
His height is perceived different for everybody. All I see is a tiny foot-tall man shouting, "Yes!"
He's a very tall dwarf.
Tell me, do they fight well?
Yes?
Who are you exactly?
No! My apologies! I am Karnak Scorechild,
Nice name.
a warrior unlike any other. I
you
have come
like the
seeking
invading army
glory!
that- You
Battle!
like this army.
Well, truth be told, I had been searching them out. Either to fight or to join. Really, whatever is better. But if they're good, then it sounds like they're giving more better than they're getting. So maybe I'll fight them myself.
Not
They just
to be-
destroyed a village.
That's why I'm saying I'm gonna fight them.
Oh, okay.
I am so.
Pardon my rudeness as well. I am Matthias Blackstrand, Knight of the Order of the Rose.
So I have introduced myself either. I am Druval Barvisa. No special title with me. And this... Then I just kind of point to everybody as like... go through the names.
Well, at the mention of it, Darrett immediately perks up and steps forward. You're a knight of the order?
Yes, that is true.
He kind of bows slightly. I am a squire that has just been raised up to, well, knighthood, I suppose. I've been given my armor, albeit indirectly. If there's anything I can learn from you, I'd be very grateful. I haven't even been properly knighted, actually, now that I think about it. The proper ceremonies have not been performed. But maybe I can learn something from you. Would you be willing to join us?
I would have no issue with that. And I do believe we should go see the council.
The guard looks... Yeah, that's why you guys are here. Are both of them coming with? And he points to Matthias and Matthias? Matthias or Matthias?
Matthias.
Matthias and Carnax.
I mean, if you were...
Well, if they intend to fight this army, then I'm going with them.
As shall I.
Yes, they are coming.
I have
All right.
forcefully adopted myself to this party.
Very well then. With that, the guard leads you within. You go through several parts of the castle, seeing lots of guards, people going about their business, people carrying papers and whatnot throughout the castle, and eventually you are brought into what appears to be a council chamber. 8 serious-looking people sit around a broad table in the middle of a spacious hall. At the table's end, a tall man with plaited blonde hair and a velvet vest of blue and gold stands to greet you. Welcome, guests. I am Governor Kalaf Miat. Your leader has briefed us on the situation in Vogler, his bold defense and his eagerness to strike back against these invaders. As Miat says this, he nods to the man next to him, Lord Baccharis, who immediately turns around and glares at the party.
I smile.
That man is not our leader.
Well, you need to tell me though, are you still preparing to go back into battle?
Not
Right.
at this moment. We're looking for asylum for our villagers that have no other skills besides fishing, basically.
All the refugees from Vogler. The mayor has sent us as envoys for them.
Lord Baccharis seems to cut back into what he was saying.
Well, pardon their intrusion, as I was already telling you. I helped lead a mercenary company as well as what remained of the militia after the battle to defend the town. But obviously we were too few to defend against an entire army, so I suggested that we lead an evacuation.
No. What was the leader of the militia, the mercenaries?
Cudgel.
Cudgel. You did not lead anybody into any kind of battle. It was Cudgel and her forces that left while you went home and gathered all your things.
And secured my necessary equipment to aid in the battle. I am, after all, from a noble lineage that has long served the Knights of Solamnia.
We'll just go with
I
that.
want to put a sword in your hand and see and see how you handle it.
He immediately draws his own sword.
Says, I have my own sword. I don't need one of yours.
I'll inspect his blade. Does it seem like it's worn, nicked, bloodstained?
Oh, not at all. It looks very fine, very, very
Decorative.
ceremonial. Yep.
You guys should spar.
I mean,
Sparring is beneath.
Let me see a show.
If we wished to have some sword play, we would need to do it elsewhere. Besides, there are much more pressing matters, right, Governor? Yes. As Lord Baccharis was stating, you're not preparing to retake your village, then what are the rest of you here for?
Like I was saying, we are here to seek asylum for all the villagers of Vogler. I don't know if Lord Baccharis had mentioned them, but since all of their homes were destroyed in this attack, they are now left stranded, making camp up the road. We were hoping that they could seek asylum here.
Governor Miet frowns. This is all dire news. My heart goes out to your friends and families, but I do hope you can understand our reticence to welcome you all through our city's gates. These aren't normal times. Marshal? The governor gestures to a stern woman wearing armor embellished with the blue and gold colors of Kalaman. She nods and begins. I am Marshal Vendry, commander of Kalaman's military forces. I am afraid your situation is far from unique. Several villages and farms to the south and east of Kalaman have been burned within recent weeks. Vogler is the largest community to be attacked, and admittedly the only one with any real survivors.
If they are not able to seek refuge in the city, would they be permitted to make camp outside of the city walls?
This is not a decision that I alone can make. I would ask that you leave the chamber for the time being while we might discuss.
Thank you.
You, Darrett, and the party are ushered out.
Man, if I wasn't a lawful good character right now.
However, they do not usher out Lord Baccharis.
Wait a minute, wait, why?
Why does he get to stay? I want to stay.
He's a fellow noble. You are, to my knowledge, mercenaries or villagers. You're of the peasantry. This is a decision to be made of the council.
Right. Let's go, guys.
Well, you stand outside. Do any of you do anything while you wait in the hallway?
What do I see in the hallway?
Just guards waiting at their posts, occasionally some miscellaneous bureaucrat going by.
I want to go up to one of the guards. Excuse me, I have a question for you. Do you know of any mage orders are in town here?
Can't say I know of any mage orders.
Do you know of any mages in town?
Well, there's Wyan. She runs an apothecary. Member of the Mages of High Sorcery.
Would you be able to tell me where this apothecary is?
Of course. And he gives you some general directions to the apothecary.
Once we are waiting here for 5 minutes, I dump out all my packs and start sorting them. Right on the floor.
Well, if that's all anyone does, after half an hour, the chamber doors open, and most of the council members file past you without a glance. But Marshal Vendry beckons you from the door, while inside, Governor Miet and Lord Baccharis remain seated.
Walk in.
The governor bids you all to sit in the now unoccupied chairs.
I will sit in the tiny chair.
The tiny... Oh, Saying that
Well,
in-
everything's tiny to him.
Yep.
In a decisive tone, Governor Miet says, "The citizens of Kalaman are prepared to offer your people shelter in the neighborhoods outside the city walls, the protection of our soldiers, and, while we can spare it, food from our tables." He folds his hands and fixes his eyes on the party. There is a condition, though.
And what is that?
The Council is very concerned about the threat posed by an enemy that is willing to attack a village the size of Vogler. It's one thing to have bandits raiding farmsteads, it's another to take down an entire town. We have very little information about this foe. We've sent out a handful of scouts, actually, within the past couple weeks, but none of them have reported back. You, however, have both faced this foe and at the very least rescued the villagers from the attack. In return for protecting the people of Vogler, we would like that you report to Marshal Vendry as special operatives to the Kalaman military.
I'm looking at everybody else. Griffle.
So you'll give the villagers shelter and food. And all we have to do is fight! That's not a condition, that's a bonus!
Any sworn character will become an Esquire of Kalaman and be given a 5 gold stipend per week. Although, in technicality, we do only require at least one of you to swear yourself, though all are welcome. Whichever one of you will act as liaison to this unit. Marshal, you would know the rest better than I would. To which she speaks up. Anyone who is sworn to the military of Kalaman will receive a 5 gold pieces per week stipend, lodging here within the castle, and you'll be given an emblem representing your membership to the military that will give you authority based off your ranking, which, as I said, will be Esquire.
If it is to protect the land, then I shall accept.
As will I.
I'm not much made for the military. Does that, is there roles?
You will be, as I stated, or as the governor stated, special operative. You will not be rank and file militia. That is why the position we are giving you is more equivalent to a lieutenancy. You are more than common soldiers, but you are not a commander.
Fine by me.
Derek
just say
immediately
that.
steps forward, saying that if you guys don't want to, I am willing to act as liaison, but that's up to you guys. I plan to accept no matter what.
Anyone can accept it, or just people connected to the order?
Anyone can accept.
I said I'd accept.
So is Druval, Matthias, Karnax, Griffel, Krot, Naomi, are you accepting?
Do they line up with my morals?
I don't know. They just want you to serve in their military.
I'll accept.
I'm gonna ask about, like, what they stand for and what all that fun stuff.
You'd be a soldier in the service of the city of Kalaman. You would fight to defend Kalaman and her people.
Does Kalaman have any gods or laws or anything?
We're not a holy city. We have no dedication to any particular deity. Not that that really matters.
I'll take one.
What was that?
I'll take one.
You'll take it? And so, Griffel, Naomi, are you saying yes?
Yes.
I'll pass.
It's only Naomi. Very well then. We will need some time to get everything sorted, but consider yourselves, at least unofficially currently, members of the military of Kalaman. The people of Vogler will be provided with food and supplies, and we will dispatch guards immediately to help them relocate to the lodgings just outside the trade gate. Marshal Vendry then asks all of you to come to her office on the second floor of the castle. once you're ready to learn about your exact duties and roles.
Alrighty.
Until then, you should probably see to the safety of your people and familiarize yourself with the city.
Thank you.
You are dismissed.
Give a slight bow, head nod down, head for the door.
I also bow and head out.
She looks at you all oddly.
Just leave.
I skip out.
What about Lord Bakarn?
Bakar asks.
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
He seems to be waiting for you to leave, but he's not saying anything right now. Just kind of like admiring the decor of the room and such.
So what is your plan now that you've secured your...
Oh, don't worry. My son and I have already gotten rooms at the Steady Beacon.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't plan on helping the people of the town with...
I helped ensure that the townsfolk would get aid from the city. That is how I help. After all, I am a noble. I represent the people. I don't do the labor.
Fine. Stay in your fancy hotel room with your son and all your treasures. We're gonna go help the villagers who have just lost everything.
And I thank you for that. It is very good of you. You'll excuse me. He walks off.
I know you guys don't care much for politics, but when you're in the court, you need to play ball. When you're off the court, that's when you can do whatever you want.
That's when we let Krot do what he does.
I had fun robbing him since I knew he lived there.
He told you where he lives now.
You know.
Well, you head back to where the survivors are still getting off their boats and sorting their goods, and Mayor Raven immediately comes to you. So, what's the news?
Well, we have secured areas for all the survivors. Unfortunately, it is outside the city gates. But it will be safer than being all the way out here.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful news. At least they're willing to offer something.
Yes.
Even if it's not
but
inside the walls. Shelter and food are what matters. And
It
several
probably could
guards
have gone.
several guards are actually already arriving and trying to corral people.
It could have gone better, but unfortunately, Lord Baccharis had already gotten to the council in Kalaman,
And
And
what did he
was-
tell them?
spreading his glorious feats of leading the local militia and the mercenary band into battle.
Well, of course.
He told them we were ready to turn right back around and retake the city.
Well, we're not. And
Obviously.
that is a goal that I eventually have, but we're nowhere near that. But
Once everybody
shelter
is-
and food are what matter the most, and I thank you incredibly for doing that.
Let's get everybody ashore, packed up, and ready to move.
Yes. Just thank you again so much.
Our pleasure. I'm gonna go start helping people pack up and
And about 2 hours later, several wagons and an entire contingent of soldiers arrive after the few that were already there had organized them, and they begin to lead them to the outskirts of the city, as well as offering aid immediately to the people that need it. There are a number of simple wooden buildings just outside the trade gate, and they're able to find dry, safe housing and essentially get lodging, as well as you see them begin to establish a communal cookhouse and infirmary for the people.
nice. About what time of day is it now?
It's probably about 9 a.m.
I was expecting later.
What do you all do now?
I'm gonna go steal that bombs.
You're doing what?
That vase I stole.
Oh.
Well, there are plenty of places too. It's a major city now.
I'm gonna check in with the mayor and make sure she has everything she needs.
There's no need to call me mayor anymore. It's just Raven. At least until I get my town back. But if you're willing to help with the wounded, I'd be much obliged.
Yeah, of course.
You may make medicine checks if you like, or use any spells you wish. You help several people within the makeshift infirmary. Everybody there was, at the very least, stable with the aid of the military foremen, but you make them more comfortable, at least. What is everybody else doing?
I'm going to head to the apothecary.
Head to the apothecary. Wyhen's apothecary smells of licorice and pepper. The modest shop has a few meager tables displaying charms, odd animal bones, and vials advertising various remedies. At the rear of the shop, a human woman with raven hair and a dark dress with feathered wing-like sleeves stands behind a counter, heaped with open books. She looks up from her reading, eyes you with disinterest, and then goes back to her book.
Are you Wyan?
Yes.
I pull out the scroll. I have been tasked with delivering this to you.
Oh,
Set it in front of her.
you are meant to join the Order. I see. She immediately opens the scroll. Why do you think you are worthy of using magic?
Well, I hope with the magic that I can use it to help and protect others.
Immediate flashback of him burning Sam.
Yeah.
Do you serve your magic, or does your magic serve you?
I believe that is a good question.
But you have no answer to it.
No, unfortunately.
And how will you change the world with your magic?
Protect those who cannot protect themselves.
I see. And if you were to lose your magic, what would you do?
Continue to protect those who can't protect themselves. With or without magic, I will do what I can.
I see. Well, it would seem that you are meant to join the Order of the White Robes.
Is this something I have to do too?
No, you are not a member of High Sorcery. This is specifically only Tyler's character. This was his special thing that he gets.
It's special.
I will contact my fellow mages in the Order and petition for your inclusion into the organization. I promise that the contact, when I hear from them, I will let you know, and we will have you make your tests.
Thank
I
you.
will also make sure that you will be able to find transport to Wayreth for when you are able to take your tests. Is there anything else you needed?
No, thank you.
Are you going to buy anything?
I, unfortunately, right now don't have that much funds.
Then please lead me back to my book. And she goes back to reading.
I head out. Back to the survivors.
What is everybody else doing in the town?
Well, I will be assisting the survivors wherever needed.
Yeah, you can help, at the very least, you can help people move in, get things sorted. Nobody really has any furniture, but people can use help unpacking what they have.
I will seek out Derek.
Darrett's basically following around Matthias.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Still
what
got
happened to
tapped.
Griffle? What happened to Griffle?
Okay, I got a puppy.
Griffle is probably with the survivors. Probably
Jose,
playing
you're-
with the
You're logged out of Roll20.
What?
You're
Yeah,
not on my
yeah.
screen anymore.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
There you go.
Weird.
Oh, yeah, stopping.
He was stealthing.
Oh, I got a dragon.
So stealthy,
all that?
Roll20 didn't know he was there. But, you said you wanted to talk to Derek Karnak?
Yep.
Is there something I could help you with?
Yes, tell me, lad. What was the fight like? What did they use? Were they hard to put down?
It was terrifying. There was strange reptilian creatures that were really hard to kill. They wore armor that seemed impenetrable. They usually carried two swords. They all had wings. And then there were regular soldiers too. They also had pretty good armor, and their blades could sometimes start on fire.
And you survived?
Yes.
Astounding!
Oh, and
Incredible!
they had... I don't know what to call it. It was a dragon, but it was made of metal.
A dragon.
It breathed fire and everything. It was black iron smoke billowing from its mouth. It's the most terrifying thing I'd ever seen.
I think I'd like to see it myself.
I hope I never see it again.
Yes. I think I'm going to enjoy sticking around with you guys.
Does anyone else have any business?
Told you my business.
You're gonna
I
sell
mean,
your
don't the rest of
parts?
you have to go check in and find out your military duties and so forth?
Yeah. Get military duties.
Trot, you head to the city market. And somebody says that they're willing to take that vase off your hand for 25 gold.
Oh, okay.
Would have been hilarious
25 gold?
if one of the villagers just spotted
Yes.
him selling their base.
No, the villagers are outside. He went into the city market.
Oh, right.
Yes. Anyone have any other business?
Nope, I'm just waiting for
What are arrows?
Warden? No,
The marshal?
Marshall. That was it.
Also, Karnax and Matthias. After a little while, you eventually see Derek walk off.
Isn't that lad yours?
Not officially, but yes.
But after you all get your business done, you head to the marshal's office on the second floor of Castle Kalaman. There is an aide that has you wait for a while, then eventually escorts you inside. Her office is spare, and it holds little more than a desk heaped with documents, shelves filled with rolled scrolls, and a board on which is pinned a map of the surrounding province of Nightland. Vendry stands as you enter. Thank you for coming. I won't mince words. We're in the dark regarding the dangers I fear are fast approaching our gates, and your role will be to change that. But first, I'm sure you must have some questions.
We all there?
Yes, and Derek was already here. Apparently he got here early, when she was talking to him.
Not many questions here.
She looks...
I assume this will not interfere with my role as a knight of Solania.
Of course not. Your first duties are to the knighthood. You are temporary soldiers, so to speak. Conscripts. Temporary activation.
I give her a nod.
She salutes you. Also, if any of you are in need of equipment, we can offer mundane weapons, light or medium armor from the armory. Please make sure to inform the quartermaster that it might be properly logged. Each week's military salary is paid in advance, and she gestures to the aide, who then goes off and comes back with small sacks of 5 gold for each of you there.
I'm rich.
And as has already been stated, you are expected to serve as a specialized squad dedicated to meeting challenges that the regular infantry would not be able to address. A number of people also from your village have offered to lend aid. I am currently determining how best to use these other conscripts. They do not appear to have any prior military training or really any combat experience whatsoever, so they will probably be infantry conscripts. I am still currently working out the details of your first assignment. In the meantime, familiarize yourself with the castle, and my aide will escort you to your lodgings on the 4th floor. Do any of you have any other questions?
I don't think so.
Very well then. Dismissed. And she sits back down at her desk.
Alrighty.
All right.
Nice and to the point.
Yep.
Well, military.
I like it.
So as you leave, the aide begins to lead you through the castle and tells you about how it was built centuries ago and was actually previously used by the Knights of Solamnia. But now essentially just stands as the keep for the city, which is also the capital of this province. You actually, specifically you, Matthias, notice that many of its halls are decorated with images of Solamnic knights. As the aide leads you throughout the castle, they explain that the first floor is where the council and governor meet and hold events. There's also various government offices, a library, and that's also where the armory and quartermaster are located. The second floor is the command and officer lodgings. Third floor is for the castle guards, as well as other soldiers that reside within the castle, though most soldiers actually have houses within the city. There are also a few ancillary structures that act as barracks. The 4th floor and the towers is essentially vacant, but this is where your assigned lodgings will be. The room that he leads you to was once a small ballroom. A row of pillars sculpted with knotwork and images of knights supports a vaulted ceiling. Light shines into the room through tall windows facing the mountains to the south. One corner of the hall holds a collection of plain cots and empty chests, and nearby stands a large wooden table. So, Naomi, where are you going to be staying?
I mean, I just figured I'd be staying with the villagers.
That's fine. I was just making sure, since the rest of the party has taken the agreement.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Did you get my message?
I don't see one.
Over Discord?
Oh, I wasn't looking at Discord. I was looking at... Okay. But, yes, otherwise... What is everybody else doing now that you've been showed? The aide leaves, lets you to your lodgings.
Are there other people other than us in this lodging
No, you're the
area?
only ones.
Well, I will go find a bed in the corner and claim it.
I begin working on my gains.
About what time of day would it be right now?
It's getting close to noon now. But as you settle into your lodgings, you hear the door open, and Darrett walks in. And he tells you all, I went ahead to the marshal and attempted to demonstrate my martial training. He kind of awkwardly avoids eye contact with Matthias. She was pleased and asked me to work to help her train a new unit of soldiers. And, has also asked me to work as the primary liaison for this group. I'm not your commander. I'm just a liaison, delivering her orders to you.
Good for you.
Well done, young warrior.
I wasn't expecting to be given this position. I hope I can still learn from you and support you all. And yeah, I'll be on standby waiting for the first orders we receive to let you know what plans the Marshal has.
Sounds good.
It is much appreciated, Darrett.
He kind of scratches the back of his head. I don't know why they didn't pick you. You're an actual full knight. Either way, I better report back. But I wanted to make sure you all knew. And then he quickly stiffens up, salutes you all.
Salute him back.
And then he walks out of the room.
Is there pen and paper in this room?
No.
How many cots are there?
There are 4 cots. Or no, 5 cots. Because 5 of you agreed to join the military.
Dang. Hoping for one more.
Why were you hoping for one more?
Reasons.
Eagle.
But yes, the room is quite sparse. You can keep any supplies you don't wish to carry with you in your footlockers, but that's about it.
Well, I'm gonna go to the city market.
It is a very spacious room, considering it used to be a ballroom. So there's plenty of room to train or, in Karnax's case, work out.
Work on them games.
Maybe I'll work out with you later.
Are there any, like, temples or religious gatherings that are obvious?
Not that are obvious, no.
What about the ones that are not so obvious?
Gotta ask around.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's anything specific that is an actual, there's no temple or church.
Okay, I'm gonna get a soapbox. No, I mean, kind of, yeah.
You're all damned!
The end is nigh!
Unclean!
Have you heard about our Savior and Goddess?
Sinners! I feel the cleansing fire of the gods! No!
So yeah, I'm gonna be in the city market, soapboxing it.
Alright. You may make a persuasion check. Yeah, you get a fair little crowd, and some people, a handful appear to essentially seek confirmation bias, in that they were already believers and are glad to hear an actual priestess speaking out.
I want to hear your speech.
No.
No.
I can roll dice, that's good enough.
Well, technically you didn't roll dice, you just click.
See, even easier.
So where the roll dice? Clicking screws me over.
I catch the tail end of her little sermon, clapping.
There's also a handful of people that are interested, and they want to at least hear you out. And then there are at least a couple people that are jeering at you, telling you that, the gods have betrayed us, they've abandoned us, they don't care for mortals anymore.
Maybe not you.
I mean, yeah, I don't necessarily, straight up acknowledge them, unless they're, hurting me or anyone else, so.
Nah, they're just occasionally talking, you believe this. Everybody knows the gods don't care about us. Some of them even know someone say, you actually think there are gods? That's all just myth.
Is there... hold on. I mean, is anybody inflicted with any kind of condition that they could be healed of that I could, display?
No, nobody here is afflicted with anything.
Alright, then I'm not gonna do it right now.
Duval, you are going to the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is a thriving bazaar with all kinds of goods and equipment. Anything in particular you are looking for?
I'm right now looking through the book. drugs and stuff. To come back to me.
What is everybody else going to do? You essentially have the rest of the day off.
Carnax, you seem to be good with a sword.
I
You care for
hold
a
out my
spar?
great axe.
Sure. I never bothered to ask what you were actually wielding.
Carnax, Sam.
Just assume he had a sword.
Is Carnax actually from something?
No,
Okay.
axe is in the name.
Doesn't mean squat.
I mean, you're missing an E, but I'm not going to go there with that. But yes, I wish to spar with Carnax.
I'm going to step away for just a minute.
What you did? Go away.
I definitely should have checked with you on that. What your weapon was before I said that.
I have a dagger, a javelin, a staff, and a great axe.
Do you have a
Have a
staff?
dagger.
I have a staff.
For walking. I mean, what do you...
That would have came from your background, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which, it also says it's the same one Brian had for his ranger. I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day.
You have the water?
The Outlander, which is the one over.
So Carnax and Matthias start sparring.
Suppose that is the case.
Griffle, what are you doing?
I am just going to wander around the town and try to map it out in my head.
Alright. Well, the main places you notice are a pair of smithies that are directly across from each other on the northwest side of town. There appears to be a tavern that seems to have quite a large tap room to the southwest. You eventually do come across the same apothecary that Duval already went to. You see out on the docks, you see the beacons that extend hundreds of feet out into the harbor, each one holding a prominent array of lenses allowing a light. You're not sure how it's generated, but to pierce out into what you would assume be thick fog or darkest night. You do also eventually come across a small shop that appears to sell just a lot of miscellaneous things called Mulara's Oddities.
That one sounds fun. Let's go in that one.
You go into it, and immediately you see the shopkeeper, who is a silver-haired Kender woman with a bright smile.
You keep finding all the Kender ladies.
I do. I was going to
As
say.
soon as you walk in, she immediately exclaims, "I don't know you! And I know every Kender in this city! You must be new!"
I am new, and I don't know you either.
Well, tell me, what have you been doing lately? Well, wait, first, what is your name?
I'm Griffle,
And
and you?
I am Mulara.
That makes sense.
It is my shop.
Hey, have you seen one of these? I show her my dragon.
I have not seen one of those. It would make a fine addition to my store. Do you want to sell it?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
You could get the other lady, though, the other Kender, to come here. Make them for her.
Oh, that's true. She could get a job.
If she's alive.
Wow, dark.
What do you
Well-
have here? What do you sell?
I sell all kinds of things. And you notice that she has just literally all sorts of random things, but each thing is placed very meticulously by itself on a shelf. and you see like several of the same items, but each time always placed specifically by itself. Like there are 3 different like backpacks or satchels, individual candles, not even all together on the same shelf, just on different shelves, but each candle's by itself. You see some weird clockwork-looking things that you don't recognize. But yes, it is quite the place filled with oddities.
What are these clockwork things?
I have no idea, but they look really neat.
Where did you get them from?
I bought them from a gnome who is making them. She lives not too far from the city.
And what do they do? Do they just keep time, or
I have no idea.
how much are they?
I will sell you that one for 3 gold.
Is there like, can I see? What does it look like?
So, it is a brass cylinder, or not, circular object that has a brass circular object that fits in the size of the palm of your hand, and you can hear like clicking coming from it.
Sure, I'll take this one.
Very well then. And she takes your money. I hope you find out what it is.
I will try to figure out. If I find out, I'll come let you know.
Make an intelligence check as you leave.
Watch, it's gonna be a bomb.
Oh, that's
That
a
is-
save. Sorry.
Gonna attack you, huh?
Ha! Even better.
No, you can't figure out what it is. you bring it up here and you listen and you hear clicking and stuff coming from inside it.
Okay. I will put it in my pouch for now and head back.
Anyone else going to do anything?
So, I'm looking for just like oil lamps.
They've got those.
Buy like 2 oil lamps and like a nice basket.
They have those too.
What's that gonna cost me?
That is going to cost you the lamps. 5 silver a piece.
Okay.
And what else are you buying?
A nice like basket. Like something
Basket?
like
4 silver.
is it 5 silver for the lamps?
Yep, and 4 silver for the basket.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm just gonna continue just to kind of walk around. After a couple hours, I'm gonna head back to the castle.
Well, eventually, the day comes to a close. Naomi stays out with the villagers outside the trade gate while the rest of you report back to the castle, your lodging. And you all get a good night's sleep and a long rest.
But before I go to bed, I'm going to disappear.
Disappear.
Yes. I'm gonna be holding all my stuff that I just bought. Gonna be sitting on my bed, and all of a sudden just go,
Right?
and my ring just kind of drops onto the bed. I'm going into my ring. That's my.
You realize you just left a ring on the bed.
I'm just going in there.
With a goblin and the candle.
And a griffle just picks up.
Yeah.
You,
End up
you
in a
see me go
pouch.
in there,
You're gonna end up in a pouch somewhere.
and then come back immediately without the stuff.
Oh man, this is a cool ring. Takes it and forgets it somewhere.
But yes, you do that, and you all get a long rest. The
Did you
next
just want to spar, Sam, or were you actually wanting to fight?
I thought we were sparring.
We'll leave it at that.
I would have wanted, after going through my packs as usual every day, I would have wanted to look at that clockwork device thing
You may
I
make
bought again.
another intelligence check. Nah, you still can't figure it out.
It's
This
getting
thing's
closer.
Worthless.
But the next morning, Darrett comes up and greets you all. I have orders from the marshal. The council has met again, and above all else, they are disturbed to hear about the dragon that we encountered. But they want to know more about it. From our description, though, they believe it is some kind of machine. It's obviously not a real dragon. So they would like to seek the knowledge of apparently a gnome that lives south of the city. An inventor named... They said her name was Tatina Rookeldust. They would like you to find out what she might know, visit her, and if at all possible, see if she would be recruited as an advisor to the impending war.
Alrighty.
Let's
have our
go.
Orders.
We have a gnome to talk to.
With that, he salutes you, and I wish you best of luck. I have been assigned to another task, it would seem, and he kind of looks upset. At the very least, I can give you directions, though. And he pulls out a map and points you to what is essentially 12 miles south if you follow the road out of the Warrior's Gate and keep going.
Where's the Warrior's Gate?
The Warrior's Gate?
Not good.
It's either that one or that one.
Yeah. I kind of figured.
And you've also by now probably learned that the Eastern Gate is known as the Fisher's Gate.
I understand the general layout of all towns and settlements from my background.
But you all gather your equipment. I'm assuming you fetch Naomi
Yep.
and begin to march south. Where, as you head south, you can see in the distance the Dargard Mountains, constantly cloaked in dark clouds. As you continue your travels, a light rain begins to fall, and distant lightning is visible over the mountains.
No rain.
Also, a few more miles down the road, you see smoke rising in the distance.
Now, does it look like big smoke, little smoke?
Pretty big smoke.
I pick up my pace.
I follow suit.
You head down the road further, and you encounter a small burned-out farmhouse.
I draw my axe.
I draw my weapons and shield, and also kind of begin looking for any bodies or people.
Everyone make a perception check.
Ready my spear. I perceive everything.
Griffle is still focused on that.
Yep.
Invention. That's persuasion.
He's persuading himself to get a net 20!
He did. He literally did.
You can do this, Crot. You can do this!
Well, there doesn't appear to be anyone here. There's also no bodies.
I don't like that.
The most you can determine is that the fire seemed to start from the top of the building and move down.
Did you just say dragon?
We left. That could be a torch.
I mean, a flaming arrow could probably do that.
Could have been a little lightning.
Technically, those are very peaceful, but we're not going to get into that.
Another hour
We
or
should
so-
probably check for a cellar.
Whoops.
But
Not what I wanted to say.
Shield of faith.
yes, we should definitely check for any clues.
No, there's no cellar. It's too small of a farmhouse.
No,
In
no.
fact, there doesn't appear to be anything here other than the burned building itself and the small garden, which is untouched.
There's no well.
Nope.
Oh well.
Is there a shithole?
Yes, there is an outhouse.
I'm not checking it.
It's empty.
Not anymore.
But yes, the farmhouse is abandoned and simply a ruin. You continue further down the road, and after another hour and a half, you encounter, or at least you see up ahead of you, two men walking the opposite direction.
What do they look like?
They're wearing a mismatch of armor, gambeson. Looks like they might have a couple pieces of, or some mail or leather pieces of armor. They're carrying their swords.
You two state your names.
Why do we gotta tell you what our names are?
We get our medicines.
I'm waiting for
Because
this.
I like hitting things. The only problem is I don't hit things that are polite.
We don't want to fight. No reason to get violent here.
And state your business.
That's my flaw. Violence is my answer to almost any challenge.
We're just a couple mercenaries.
Where are you traveling to?
Well, we heard rumors of a well-paying mercenary work around these parts.
And this mercenary work, did they say who your employer would be?
Nope. Just heard that there's battles brewing. Possibly even war. You know what they say about war?
And how did you come to buy this information?
Rumors, people talk. Heard about pillaging and such. Way we see it, if people are gonna loot, we might as well get in on it.
How far away was this from the farmhouse?
Walking
It's
the
like,
opposite way from that, where we're walking, Tyler.
yeah, they have not passed the farmhouse yet. They haven't even been near it. If you'll excuse us, we have to go and find our work. If we want to eat. And they walk past you.
I'm gonna slide a hat back to the money.
Sleight of hand then.
I'm like they're tilting my road.
And I will be watching them, so
Make a perception check.
let's see here. Okay. You're lucky, Crot.
You managed to
Hey,
pull,
And maybe it is luck.
you managed to pull 2 gold out of one of them without them noticing.
Now they'll starve.
What are you looking at, by the way?
I'm daydreaming about war.
I would have been looking, just wouldn't care.
That was gonna be my reaction too. I didn't really care. If I had noticed it.
Come in, Richard.
You get further on, up to where Garrett marked on the map the House of Rookledust should be, and on a hill stands an unusual structure that resembles both a cottage and a metal fortress. The building bristles with steaming pipes and whirring devices, and it appears to currently be under attack. Amid clanging metal contraptions, goblins try to breach the structure. Impeded by gadgets that are spinning, snapping, and thrashing around. Every few moments, a gnome appears from an open clock face above the door and hucks something else at the attackers, all while yelling insults.
Immediately draw my sword and call to arms.
Pull out my spear and
Hide.
run up home.
Gonna hide. Stealth mode.
Alright, I'm gonna leave for a second. Did I miss anything?
I was never there.
Go to battle.
Battle and a gnome is throwing random things at these goblins.
my poor brethren. What a goblins, holy shit. I'm glad I hid.
Get slaughtered.
I am glad I'm hidden. I check those little trees.
What kind of weapons do these goblins have?
Short swords, bows, daggers, clubs, slingshots.
They have short bows and scimitars.
By the way, is her name Rickeldust?
Rookledust.
Rickeldust.
Pickle dust.
Rick roll dust.
Might want to post that.
Holy crap.
What's
Nice
that
will
weird
be
token
the
right
good
there? Oh, is it just like a well or something?
It's a will. A will.
That looks like it's a
world.
broken glass.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I rolled well.
Oh,
So did
my
I. Seems like everybody but Naomi is rolling well.
I'll take it. I'm just the healer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider a 13 that well, but
Oh,
No.
I did yours up there.
12, no.
Yeah. I'm used to rolling under like 8.
I know,
Tonight
Tyler.
will be your night. To
I
make
know
up
the feeling.
To make up for last time. Do a whole lot of this.
I can put my skill, I take my feet picked up.
combat. Is this also looking like a bad guy? Are they...
Is the
Right
one
now,
we're here
no.
for.
Gotcha.
All goblins and hobgoblins are to be killed.
Hey.
Except for
Hey, no.
except for the hidden one.
Dude, there are things coming.
None of us probably saw hide.
All goblins and hobgoblins. I see.
Yep. I know I'm attacking first.
But anyways, I will tell Griffel and Juval to cover Naomi, and Karnax is to cut them all down.
All right. Well, Griffel, you've got the initiative.
Alrighty. I am going to use my steady aim and shoot at the plot. I hope.
Attacking which one?
The one closest
One
to
in
us.
front.
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely hit him.
8.
All right. Which he immediately turns around. Ah! What was that? We have company.
Your mama!
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Karnak. So plus 2 AC. And I'm done.
All right. Krot.
I'm gonna shoot this one over.
All right.
What's the next? Another.
You miss.
I don't have to be stealth either. Because my speed is stalker.
That your turn?
Yep.
Oh,
Well, I am going to fire a bolt that one.
fire away.
Ooh!
Roll the dice.
Boom! Headshot. You hit him square in the face, and you see him fly back, falling to the ground, and does not get back up.
And then I'm just going to move up in front. There.
Matthias.
I should go up to the side.
I'm putting myself in between them and the healer.
I will move that. Attack with a longsword.
You hit. You run up and stab at it, immediately cutting it down.
And that is me.
Double check this. Also, though, as you get near it, one of the devices it was trying to fend itself from now has no target.
You become the target.
You are the target.
This one moves to here, trying to get away from the device, but it follows after it. And then it fires its short bow at Matthias. However, the poorly made arrow simply bounces off your arm. Meanwhile, this one is trying to fend itself off from the device. This one, not having to worry about one, moves up, try and attack Matthias. Using his scimitar, he waves it about, runs up to you. Then, realizing that this was a mistake, he kind of cowers and drops his scimitar at his feet as he looks up at you. Carnax!
I go here and narrate.
Alright. Now you're angry.
But that's everything I can do because I don't have any bonus actions.
Alright. This one will move to here and not get near the really big guy, but shoot him from afar. And hit you, I'm assuming. What is your armor class?
17.
Yep, he hits you, dealing 8 piercing as you take an arrow to the side. This one, deciding that he's going to pull the same maneuver from the opposite side, also hits you for 3 piercing. Meanwhile, the gnome continues to shout insults and chuck things out the window, out her little window. Oh, I should probably... You know, the things are absolutely ridiculous as well.
Ooh, are they
This
going to be
guy-
those gnome spider things?
You'll see. It will happen on the correct turn. This guy is dealing with the things that she is chucking and trying to fight them off. He is dead. This guy is going to try and aid his companion, swinging his scimitar, but
That was a bad idea.
land the blow. This guy is fending off a device. This guy is dead. Naomi!
Give me a second, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm gonna do that on you.
Who's you?
That one.
I don't really need it. No, it's like I can move.
Anything else?
You get it anyway. No, that's all.
Alright. This law guy is going to decide he doesn't like his odds and disengage.
I have Sentinel.
Okay?
Nice.
Bum, 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 bum.
You hit! As he tries to turn and run, you cut him down.
No.
Meanwhile, Carnax, no, not that. This one. The devices that were near the one that you took down seemingly deactivate on its own. However, next to you, Matthias, a mechanical chicken begins to fire eggs at you.
Cluck, cluck. Oh.
Gosh.
However,
Are these
it misses entirely.
actual eggs, or are they metal eggs? By the way, that looks like a happy goblin in that corner there.
Yeah, that one was
It looks like it's being launched by the eggs.
No, they are not actual eggs. They are a device.
Goblin definitely looks like he's enjoying it a little.
I don't know,
too
that goblin
much.
also looks like he might be a little stoned.
Yeah.
But you see like oil come out of all the eggs that break and hit the ground.
Oh dear God, it's coming out of the ass.
I think those chickens need to see a vet.
It is laying eggs. Griffle,
I will move up a little bit and shoot at this one. Whoops,
You hit.
That's supposed to be advantage, but
well, either way, it was the same
Either
roll.
way,
So
yeah.
you hit it,
This
and it goes
sneak
down.
attack. And that's all I'm doing.
All right, Krot,
Well, I'm gonna stadium this guy over here.
advantage.
Advantage.
You hit him, and he goes down.
Turn. I don't need
Truffaut.
what happens?
Well, I'm going to shoot at this one here. As I do, it's fireball. As I do, I'm also going to twin spell it to shoot at this one over here.
All right.
Firebolt, not fireball. Sorry.
I assumed.
First one.
The first one you hit.
Okay. Damage for that. And then the
Goes down.
second one.
You hit him as well. He also goes down. This battle is much more in your favor than your previous one.
Yeah.
They're goblins!
Yeah, that's very true.
We're weak and fleshy.
And then I am going to move up. We'll go right there.
All right, Matthias.
Well, I will point my blade at this goblin's throat, and I will call out in a very stern tone for the rest of the goblins to lay down their arms and surrender, or they will be sent to the afterlife.
Make an intimidation check with
Hey,
advantage.
Never.
Oh, I got the bless. Of course.
Was it a blast or was it a curse?
So this one in front of you immediately abases himself and just begs, "Please, please don't kill me! Don't kill me!"
Oh, and I did say this in Goblin.
Oh, in Goblin even.
Yeah, I can speak Draconic, Elvish, and Goblin. Thanks to that Squire ability.
Then yeah, he definitely is just no kill, please. Right. Anything else? The others will act on their turn.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna look at you. Why do you know Goblin?
Wait, that was your turn?
Yeah, that was definitely my turn.
Yeah, he is kneeling and abasing himself at your feet. In fact, he crawls forward a little bit and tries to kiss your boots. Cardax!
Well, I'm angry, so.
And I'm also certain he doesn't understand Goblin.
Yeah?
I do. I know Dwarvish, Elvish, and Goblin.
This is a great party dynamic right now.
There's no goblin.
You don't hit him, as he's now very twitchy and trying to, like, much more scared for his life.
Alright. That's my turn then.
This guy runs away.
No, I pray.
I shoot him.
He's dead. She continues to yell insults at them. He tries to disengage from you and run away.
Such it all!
I'm gonna try and grab him.
Yeah!
What was his axe?
I throw my axe after him once he runs away. Essentially is what happened.
This one throws down his arms and holds his hands up. He surrenders. Naomi. Actually, I think that is all the goblins that are left.
But how far away could they get, you know? 6.
Oh, jeez. That's right. He could basically snipe them.
I can.
With their movement speed,
Only 30.
I mean, they're about another 30 off the map.
I could shoot up to 120.
So you could still hit either of them,
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah. I'm gonna
Up to how far?
120.
So you could definitely hit the one that was closer, but the farther one you'd have to move to hit him.
Okay. Well, I'll wait till my turn. If anybody's
Well.
doing anything.
The devices, Katina real quick runs inside, and then also all the devices shut down. Griffle,
Did you skip my turn?
Oh.
He did.
I did. Naomi,
Yep, he did.
He
I was assuming we were ending the combat.
Flipping the chicken.
Does anybody need any healing?
Nobody got hit.
Karnax did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Yep.
twice.
He got hit twice.
I got hit, kinda.
Took half.
I guess it's more of a poke. Since
Well,
he is also resistant.
I
While
lost 6
raging.
HP.
He deflected it off his amazing abs.
Mm-hmm.
Bulging biceps.
One day I'll be an absolute unit.
Do you have a beard?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna shave it. I'm gonna shave half of it.
Well, that'll be my turn then.
All right. You deactivate Griffle.
None of them look like they're being aggressive right now.
No, they're fleeing or throwing down their weapons.
Just gonna go right up here. Stay there.
All right. Brought.
How many chickens are on the field?
How many? What?
Them chickens. Yeah.
There are currently 2 chickens.
Where are they?
Thinking of
Where's-
stealing them.
where is one at least?
One of them is next to Matthias. The other is over here.
Oh, that's way over there. Oh, that's close to people. That's right.
You gonna do anything?
There's something in my bag.
Slide of hand it.
Stuff that chicken in my bag.
Or are you doing it in front of her? You don't care if anyone sees.
No, I'm still stealth when I walked up there. Let me make another stealth check.
You don't need a new stealth check, but you can make a sleight of hand with advantage.
Okay, well done anyways.
And anyone who wants to try to look for him can make a perception.
Yeah, I got my eyes on my targets.
Yeah, I'm kind of occupied with the goblins. This time, right?
You have the
I
check.
moved to pick up my axe.
Well, Juval,
Move up there.
you are in range of both of them.
Gonna shoot and twin spell it.
Twin cat.
Pew, pew. First one.
Hit. He dies.
Second one.
You hit.
Oh.
You hit him, and he stumbles a little bit and then keeps running.
Does the bless go for damage too, or is it just...
Does what? No.
No.
Damage.
No. Yeah.
It's only damage and same throws.
Why
Well,
are you so consistent?
because consistency is key
It
to
is.
be consistent.
Matthias.
I will instruct this goblin. Well, first I will put my shield away, and then have this goblin walk towards the other one. Still sword pointed towards him.
All right. Are you still going to try and shoot the other one at all, Druval? He's gonna be out of your range, and you'd have to run off
No.
the map to catch him.
No, that's my... I'll let that one go.
All right. And we'll take it out of the initiative. And he marches up to stand next to the other. Now, what do you do that you have made it here? You've taken 2 prisoners.
I'll be right back.
Well, first I will pat him up.
The one that was immediately in front of you, like, yeah. We'll serve you. Please don't hurt.
Well, I will let him know that he is our prisoner now, and I have no intention of harming any of our prisoners.
He nods.
Also, while I'm tying them up, I will call out to Miss Ruckledust that we're sent to talk to her about a certain dragon contraption that obviously these guys want to
She calls
discuss.
out. And who are you? And what do you want?
I am Sir Matthias Blackstrand, Knight of Solomnia, and I thought I had already discussed it before introducing myself.
Oh, I may have been adjusting other things and not heard.
Yeah, I didn't introduce myself, but I did call out saying that we were there to talk to her about the dragon that these guys know more about.
She kind of half shrugs, steps down from the weird little opening at the top. And then a few moments later comes back through the actual front door. Well, fine then. Why don't you bring those two in and we can talk inside? Or actually, give me a minute. And she starts walking around the yard picking up all of her various contraptions.
She's gonna notice that that chicken's gone.
She doesn't know I'm here. I'm still hidden, technically.
Hidden with what?
With the grass.
Determination.
What I miss?
So,
The corpse body here.
Matthias has taken his two prisoners, and Tatina is explained to Tatina what is going on, and she is now wandering around the yard picking up her contraptions.
I want to go to this body over here. I'm guessing captain.
That seems like it.
Let's see what he had.
He had on him... He was carrying a long sword, a long bow, he had a shield, and he was wearing chainmail. Other than that, he didn't seem to have much on him.
Is it in good shape?
Yeah, it's not in bad shape.
I'll take him. The long sword, the bow, and the chainmail.
Alright.
And I'm sure the chainmail would be in pretty good shape, being as you blew his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can sell it for a little bit of money. Get some profit.
Eventually, halfway through gathering this stuff, Dust just sighs, brings what she does have in her arms, sets it over in a box of tools and whatnot, and says, "Let's just go inside. This is gonna take too long anyway."
And I will follow inside with the goblins.
Yeah.
Alright. She welcomes you in. So, what exactly is your business? You need me to talk to some people?
This is very important. What is this? I show the clockwork device.
Oh, you found one of my pocket watches.
Pocket watch?
Yeah.
How does it work?
She holds out her hand. And she says, if you press right here at the top, and you can tell based off if you look at the filigree, this side here has this arrow pointing here. If you press it, the button actually can't be seen, and then the front pops off and you can see it's a pocket watch.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I got rid of them because I forgot to put a little hook to put a chain on. So you just have to keep it in your pocket and try not to drop it.
Oh, I've got lots of pockets. It's fine.
Tosses it back to you.
As I was saying, these
Alright, see you later.
four encountered a dragon contraption.
Dragon contraption.
They would know more details.
Oh no, my weed eater!
I don't think it was a weed eater.
I made a device for dealing with fields of weeds. It was meant to deal with them quickly. I was approached by some people who said they wanted to purchase it, but they wanted it specifically to look like a dragon, so I did, because who doesn't think dragons are cool? What did they use it for?
Burning down a village, a city.
Should have known. These goblins showed up today saying they were here to collect the weapons.
Did you make more contraptions for them?
Well, I was supposed to make some more, but I actually came up with something. It's not meant for combat, but I thought it was way more useful and cool to make, so I made that instead, actually. Here, let me show you it. And she brings you over to a very interesting looking device. She says, this is what I call the Fargab. It is the size of a backpack. And here, let me just
Radio.
I
my
made
God.
I believe the ability to communicate over long distances is an amazing feat, but requires usually high-level magic that most people just don't have access to, and the order of sorcerers or whatever kind of keep to themselves. So what if there was a good way to talk to each other without needing those spell slots?
This is actually really
Spell
cool.
slots? What are spell slots?
You know, you can only cast so many spells per day.
Knowledge of what
understand.
spell slots are?
To a degree, in universe, people know they can only cast so many of like different tier of spells.
Oh, okay.
This is a really cool setting.
Anyways, so how it works is somebody wears it on their back, and then you take this piece and you speak into it. And usually about 25 words or so. It works a lot like the actual spell message and such. And as long as they're within 18 miles of you, it will be emitted from another device that also has a speaking tube on it. I only have 2 of them right now, though. And she points to another one on another desk.
I go put it on.
Do you take off your backpack?
Yes.
Okay, you don't have your backpack, but you have on a Fargab.
I can carry my backpack though.
This would change
Just
war
awkward.
entirely.
You wear your backpack on your front and the Fargab on your back?
Yes, that's what I'll do.
What do you do about all your pouches?
Well, they're around my waist.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't thinking about using it for war. I was just thinking about being able to talk to people. Like, I could talk to people all the way in Kalaman without having to go there. Or use any magic.
How's your day been?
Not great when these goblins
No,
show
I'm not actually talking to her.
Oh.
Call up someone with this amazing device like, how's your day been? Mine? Oh, it's been good. Good. A little rough right now, but...
Like I said, I only have 2 right now, because I didn't have really any more parts to make more. I guess, you know what, as a reward for saving me from these goblins, you can have the first set. Take him for a test run. I mean, he's already got one on.
I go over to the other one. Pick up the device that you're supposed to talk into. Hello!
And out of yours, Griffle, you hear that shout.
I take the backpack off and run.
4 ears!
Take it off and run.
Because obviously, the further away, you're gonna have to shout. So, you cannot believe.
Well, at least it works.
18 miles is a really long way for people to hear you.
That in character.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to shout into it. It uses magic so that you can just talk normally into it, and it comes out of the other one.
What'd you say?
Ah, but I can shout into it.
Yeah, you could.
But back to the matter at hand.
Oh, yeah. So, what was it you needed?
We would like you to come back to Caramel. I was about to say Caramel.
Back to Caraval.
Why am I...
Kalaman?
Kalaman.
Kalaman? Come back to Kalaman and serve as an advisor,
Wow.
in case there are more of these contraptions built by other gnomes.
Then, yeah, I should be able to do that. I'll just need to get some of my tools and we'll be able to head out. What are you planning on doing with those 2? The one is just sitting and, like, waiting for what's happening. The other keeps, like, looking up at Matthias, hopefully.
I honestly hadn't thought about what to actually do with them. I just know that I wouldn't execute them.
Who do you serve?
You say that?
I assume Matthias would. Just prisoners,
Bring them
interrogation.
back with us.
But yes, I intend to bring them back with us. And we will decide their fate back at Kalaman.
I come back! I serve! I serve! The other one just sits there.
Are they only speaking Goblin?
But if he said that in common, then the one will say that in common. He keeps just looking at Matthias, hopefully.
Well, like I said, I'll decide their fate back at Kalaman.
Alright, well, with that,
Give me some time to think about it.
you pack up the Fargabs and your 2 prisoners and start marching back to Kalaman.
Yep. I ask her if she needs any help carrying anything.
Yeah, she just looks.
Who's carrying the far gab and stuff?
Yeah, who's
The other
taking
one.
it? It takes the place of your backpack, so it kind of matters.
Well, if we don't need them right away today, I have a space I can store them that I can get them back out tomorrow.
I would suggest putting them in that space. That way they are not damaged. Or potentially stolen.
I've got a prison pocket too.
Prison pocket.
No.
Okay,
Is it similar to the kobold pocket? No.
I grab both the far gabs.
I don't
Excuse
think
me.
it'll fit.
Put them at my feet. Take off my ring.
I don't
Matthias.
skip out on Group Day either.
I hold up my ring to Matthias.
Games
I
are
need you to
gay.
hold on to this for me for a second.
So hold on to it.
Matthias. He's holding it out to you.
Yeah.
Alright, what? Who's holding up what?
I have the far gabs at my feet. I'm like, I look to you. Matthias, I need you to hold on to this for me for a second.
Is it your
Keep
ring?
it up. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's like I grab a hold of the things and disappear. I'm gonna set them in my nice corner on my shelf.
Just
And then come back.
ties with your all-important ring, not the
Yep.
other 4 people you've been with. I guess 2 of them make sense because you're rogues.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah. He was right there. I'm like, I know I didn't trust
You have no proof I stole anything.
And then I appear right
That's
back in front of
classic.
them, empty-handed.
Just zoom. Just
Alright.
steal stuff.
They're stored away now.
Rookledust, she has her tool belt and a backpack, and she says, "I'm ready to go." And
I could have
that-
just stayed in the ring until we got back to Kalaman.
would've-
I might have stolen the ring. Truthfully, sold it.
you guys head back to Kalaman.
Back,
Yes.
Yeah, man, we go.
I take back my ring too, and be like, let's go.
Well, you head back. The journey back to the city is uneventful. You pass the burned-out farmstead again, and you are welcomed into the castle. They bring you to the council room. They will have you wait outside for a couple minutes while the council is assembled, and they let you in alongside Rookledust. The marshal is there, and she nods at you all for completing your first mission. And the governor says, "Excellent. Good to see that we will have our gnomish advisor then. I look forward to seeing what you have to offer." And she immediately points out, "Well, I did just develop this new thing. I could probably make more if I had access to the right parts."
Pull out the far gabs, Tyler.
And if she did develop more of this, it would greatly aid us in battle.
As I had stated, I have to wait until tomorrow to pull them out.
Oof.
She has made devices that allows us to speak from long distance without using magic.
Oh, technically they use magic, but you don't have to use, you don't have to cast a spell, you just talk into it. And the council all kind of seem to nod and discuss. That's very interesting. Then you hear a couple of the other council members talk about possible uses for business, other potential gains.
The advancements of science and society.
Yeah.
Science!
That's
Science!
When do we start digging the trenches?
Now back in Kalaman, the marshal eventually approaches the party as Rookledust starts speaking to the council more, and she tells you, "You've done a very good job. You are dismissed from this council meeting, and you may spend the rest of the day doing as you please. If we encounter any more missions that require your speciality, I shall send Darrett to fetch you." And she salutes you all and waits for you to leave.
alright. I salute back.
Same as I do.
You have the rest of the day off. You are back in Kalaman.
I'm just gonna go find a shop that I can just sell these 3 things.
Well, there's plenty of places in the market that are willing to buy as well. So, what you looking to sell again?
The chainmail, a long sword, and a longbow.
Right. They will buy those off of you. The chainmail they would buy for. They'll buy the chainmail for 30 gold. And a longsword and a longbow. A longsword they will buy for 5 gold. And a longbow they will buy for 20 gold.
Nice. I got money!
Ooh, you have money as well.
Oh, I think I'll take Matilda out to a little bit of a spa day. Really let her get pretty.
That's the name of your axe.
Aye. Been with me since the day I was born. Is what I'm told, anyway.
Interesting. But
In which case, I'll head to the Hammer Strike Forge to see if they can do a little maintenance work on my great axe.
Alright. Well, as I stated earlier, there are actually 2 smithies on opposite sides of each other.
I don't know. I wanted to investigate these because that sounded cool.
I'm going to back up. So, you see twin forges standing across the street from one another. Which one do you go to? They're both called Hammer Strike Forge.
Are they both absolutely identical, or does one look like a little better kept than the other?
They both look absolutely identical.
I'll start with this one.
Alright. You go to the first one, and inside you see a male hill dwarf who is currently working on some armor. He greets you.
Hell, what can I interest you in? Greetings, friend. I have just brought my axe in to get a little bit of maintenance. Really make her look pretty. Give her that shine.
Well, I can do that for you, but you'll probably want to go across the street to my cousin.
Oh,
I generally specialize in armor. Meanwhile, Tiara specializes in weaponry.
my mistake. But perhaps I'll check in with you later.
He looks you up and down. Perhaps. As you see him walk in shirtless and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe not on my account. But my friends, perhaps.
Oh, yes, yes. Feel free to send any business you want my way. I'll gladly take it.
Wonderful. Have a good day.
Yeah, too.
And then I'll step into the other shop.
You step across the street and see the exact same layout except mirrored, and you see a female hill dwarf currently, like, hammering out a red-hot sword.
Greetings. Your cousin
Hello.
sent me over here.
Aye. I'm Tyria Hammerstrike. You just came over from my cousin Cadmus.
Yes, I am known as Karnas.
Well, pleasure to meet you. So, I take it you had weapons if you went over there and he sent you out over here?
Indeed. I would like to have my great axe really gussied up. Make her shine. Make her pretty.
I suppose I could work that in. Give me till tomorrow morning and I'll get it for you.
Wonderful.
And I suppose I'll leave it with her.
Do you take payment now or at the shop?
Either works.
Well, I might as well pay you now then.
Alright, I'll be 5 gold.
And I'll hand her 5 gold.
She nods, takes it. Like I said, be bright, shining new by tomorrow morning.
Yes. Well then, I'll leave you to it. You have a good day.
She goes back to working her forge.
Well, that concludes all of my business.
Anyone else have business in town?
I want to pot off the chicken.
Well, if you take it to the city market, nobody there is willing to buy it because nobody there really knows what it is and nobody trusts it.
Take it to the oddities.
Just walk around and talk. I don't even want to buy it.
In the market?
Or anywhere.
Well, if you eventually get over to Yulara's Oddities, where her store already sells random stuff, and you walk in and she greets you and says, "What is that? Is that a metal chicken?
Behold, metal chicken.
I must have that for my shop. How much?"
King's ransom.
Oh no, is he gonna name a ridiculous price?
Oh. 25 gold.
Absolutely done. And she
Shit.
reaches in, pulls out the money, gives it to you. Now, please, give me the chicken.
There was chicken.
She takes it and then she gently sets it on one of her shelves, and she stands there and admires it. Did you want to buy anything?
No, I'm good.
Thank you for the chicken.
Yep.
I can't wait for the gnome to go in there because she's had their fucking taco wash before and be like, what the hell?
As you can see, she buys things without knowing anything about them.
Yeah, we'll just go in there and be like, why is that on there? Shopkeeper will just be like, because
I would like to sell
No! Dare you? Anyone going to do anything else in town?
Well, I suppose I shall decide the fate of these goblins.
Ah, yes. The one looks at you with pleading eyes, the other just stares off. He's accepted his fate.
I believe I will have them serve us as the bearers for this... that thing. I forget his name. The Flarb?
The Fargab?
Fargab. One will serve
the one-
Derrit, and the other will serve us.
The one nods enthusiastically. Yes, sir. We'll serve. We'll carry. And the other kind of looks caught off guard. You want me to serve? You wish me... You are my new master.
It is your choice. You may serve us as the bearer for the Fargab, or you may sit in the prison.
The one continues. Yes, serve. The other goes, serving new master is better than going to prison. Old master wasn't very good anyway.
Andre, did you say something?
No.
I thought I heard you speaking underwater.
No.
of course you would. Fish.
So you may assign them as you please.
Yes, we'll take the... We'll have the more eager one work with Derrit,
He nods enthusiastically again.
and then the other one will come with us as needed.
Alright. Well, you will actually spend the next 2 days without having any orders. So anything you wish to do in the city, feel free to.
Well, the following day I'll pull out the Fargabs.
But one on each goblin.
I would just reclaim my battle axe, or my great axe.
I need more money.
Matilda.
Brings it back to you.
I'll swindle people on their money with dice set. It's game, Joe.
Want to try and dice some people?
Yes.
There are people at the Steady Beacon that are willing to play dice with you.
What?
Are you trying to swindle them?
Yes. Want to cheat my way to victory.
Sleight of hand. Yeah, you beat some people, and you managed to get a total of 15 gold out of the night. But after the 2 days, on your third day, you are told once again by Derek that they have something for you to look into.
Alrighty.
Derek comes into the room, the goblin following around carrying the Fargab, waiting eagerly to hand it off to him as needed. I have a mission for you. There's a farmstead about 18 miles east of the city, and some recent refugees have reported that it was overrun by soldiers. We'd like you to look into it. We believe that the news is recent enough that we might be able to respond to it, and if nothing else, drive them away before they do too much damage, and possibly, if anything can be done, capture their leader for questioning. So, those are your orders. Best of luck to you. And he salutes you all.
And I salute back.
As well as I.
You go and fetch Naomi like usual.
Yep.
The quartermaster's getting more arrows.
You go to the quartermaster to get arrows.
Yes.
He gives you a quiver with 20. Tells you, best of luck out in the field. And kill some of those dragon army bastards for me.
We'll see.
You march to the east. You've got your new goblin carrying your Fargab. Along the way, it's relatively quiet. You just see the fields and farms. But eventually, you get near the farm that supposedly was raided. Unlike the last time you encountered a farm, it does not appear to be burning or anything. It appears to be entirely intact. In fact, it appears to be a small farming community, even.
Be wary of traps or an ambush.
I stride unfazed directly into the village.
Right.
I want Griffel and Krot to sneak around on both the left and right side.
We have a sneak. Sneak. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm tired of sneaking today.
Hey,
I'm on
I
break.
feel brave.
I'm on break now. My break time. Sorry.
Let's get into initiative while you're checking here.
Break time.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
Wait, what's the name of the goblin?
Oh yes, his name was
Mangata.
Skregblax.
Skregblax?
Skregblax.
We're definitely gonna have to type these names in somewhere.
We are back to the bad initiative, guys.
Selling that chicken was hard work. Okay? Selling that chicken was hard work.
I'm lazy right now.
I'm tired.
In character.
Didn't get a break.
Stealing that chicken was hard work.
Yeah.
Did you just say you stole that chicken?
I don't even talk about. You're hearing stuff.
Roll deception.
Again. Ciao.
Alright, what do I need to roll?
Insight?
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't.
This is good recurring.
Where they're interrogating and then they need to pound it out of the way.
Or just Krot keeps like committing crimes, and then Matthias never sees any of it, and then he just randomly brings it up in casual conversation. Goes, "What did you say? I didn't say anything." Well, Skregblax is going to wait for orders, so that brings us to Griffel.
I am going to wait. I'm not going to do anything.
All right, Matthias.
Oh, hey, we can click on these doors ourselves, huh?
Yes, you can. There are actual doors for you to interact with.
That's
I accidentally
awesome.
did it.
Oh my lord.
Oh, it doesn't show it for everybody. That's good.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Karnax, I want you to check out the house. off to your left there. Krot, you were to head around to the right through the field. Duval, Griffel, and Skregblacks, you hang back with Naomi.
Skregblacks nods.
You know what I do when I find people?
Krot.
I guess so. Try to stealth again. Yeah.
Not as stealthy.
There. I'm dead.
Alright, Karnax.
I will knock on the door.
No response.
I open the door.
You see an empty little shack. Small hearth, couple beds, small table, and a chest. I will say I love that they added the whole actual door interaction.
Yeah,
I
it's
tried-
pretty awesome.
I tried to put in the windows, but the windows on the buildings were too small to actually fit the window objects.
Icon, yeah.
That's weird. I don't like a window.
It's like, who closed the door?
I was just like, oh, cool. I can close it.
Walk up close it behind him.
That building back there is empty.
Alright, we continue onwards then.
Druval.
Well, Pretty Boy says we should stay here.
Just use your movement action in tandem with Naomi. That way you all move together. Unless you don't want to listen to him, in which case, go ahead and do whatever.
I was just planning on moving up to, here. While they slowly search, just to stay close enough.
That your turn?
Yep.
Naomi?
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Skregblacks follows. Riffle?
And that's all.
Matthias?
I shall open up this door.
You see a room with a few tables and another door opposite you. As you round the corner, a small hearth with a pot on it and a few more beds and footlockers.
I'm gonna take a closer look around, see if there's anything that might be considered out of place.
Not out of place. No. Just empty. Abandoned.
That one is empty as well.
What? This one?
These two are empty. But that will be me.
Alright. Crocked.
Dash. Here. Then my turn. Door.
Farnax.
I open this door.
Yeah, you see another small empty shack. Slightly bigger beds. Bigger table. Nicer hearth and a door across from you.
Guess it took an action to open that door, or was it free
Nope.
action?
First door is free.
Then I'll use the action to open this door and step inside.
And find a body. And make out figures outside the window. You can also hear shouting coming from out back.
I will turn to the others and kind of like put a finger over my lips, to kind of like shush, and then end my turn because I have nothing left to do.
Duval.
Damn, you see him. Should see the fingers of his lips.
I'll move up to here.
So yeah, Krot didn't see that.
Yeah, but he's always being quiet, being sneaky.
That's true.
I just ran up there. This door.
That's my turn.
Alright. Naomi.
I'll stay right here.
Right. And Skregblacks will follow. Griffle.
That's it.
Matthias.
I'll ask in a hushed tone if Karnax can make out how many are out there.
I only see one, but I hear voices. Many more than just one. There's a dead body in here.
Alright, I will motion towards Griffel, Druval, and Naomi to head to the left side. Karnax and I will take the right.
At this point, you may make perception checks to try and hear what you do from the other side. So,
We're making-
Karnax and Krot, you don't hear. Or Duval, you haven't rolled it yet.
Nope, we would, perception.
I heard talk to myself first.
Krot and Karnax, you don't make out what's being said, but the rest of you can hear.
Yeah. You are a pathetic lot. We'll determine if you're worth the time of the Dragon Queen. We'll sort the wheat from the chaff. Line up. Stand at attention. What useless scum.
Krot.
People, yep. Gonna hide behind a bush or tree, whatever this is.
You can see past there what appears to be a human in the armor of the Red Dragon Army, the red and black, as well as the symbol of their Dragon Queen. And he appears to be chewing out a group of hobgoblins. You do anything else?
I whisper that to this person here.
Well, you can't whisper from all the way over there.
I don't have paper.
You could use hands. Kind of. Actually, no, probably not.
Probably not. I'm good. They can find out by themselves. Big
Karnax.
surprise.
Remember, take the leader alive.
Did you want me to come around with you? Burst into the house like a freaking maniac.
Oh my gosh, I would pay to see that.
Burst through the window.
I'll wait at the window. I'll wait for.
I'm
The
not sure
sound-
if you can go through the window.
Is it too small?
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't even
Well.
think the game will let you go through the window.
I'll wait at the door.
Alright.
Wait for the first signs of initiation of this combat.
Duval.
Well, I'm gonna try to quietly move up this side. Roll my stealth first.
Yeah. Not very stealthy. But it also... I mean, they've got essentially a drill sergeant shouting, so they might not even hear it.
Is this like a pen right here? Oops.
Yeah.
I'll go to
Is
the
this a tree or a bush going by?
It's a tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide under this tree here.
Makes all the difference.
Now your turn.
Yeah, right there.
Naomi.
I forgot to tell what's his name to stay back.
I think it's paper. Ink. I can write notes somewhere, right? Set them off. People.
I'm like ducking under the pen, unless it's like a see-through pen, in which case I'll move.
It is see-through. It's just... It's not solid.
I will stay there then.
Alright. Sprague Blex follows. Up to there. Griffel.
I try to get here. Be behind the tree. From them.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Matthias. I mean, obviously at that, they all notice you.
Yep.
And you see the soldier turn and look.
Well, here's your final test. Dispatch this fool. Whichever one of you does it has earned your place in the army of the Dragon Queen.
Music.
But before we start this dance, can I ask you a question, sir?
I suppose I can answer the question of a dying man.
Where are the people that lived here?
We drove them out. Said we were taking over.
Alrighty then. Then let the dance begin.
He stands back, rests his hand on the pommel of his sword.
Oh, sweet lord.
They all rolled pretty damn well.
I think I'm in for some pain.
Yeah, you are.
The rated butcher.
He moves to here and uses his longsword, but you catch it on your shield. Cropped!
So I'm gonna steady aim this guy right here. Oh,
Which one?
Put up here.
Alright. You hit him. You get him right in the forehead, and he immediately goes down.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah, that's my stalker ability.
Anything else?
Nope. I have one attack. I can't move. Big game.
He moves into position, grant himself a flank, and he does land a blow for 5 slashing. Wakes up and hits you for another 6.
I was kind of hoping Werler would actually open the door and just see me standing there.
They have no reason to open the door. They think there's only one person. Although they know somebody just shot an arrow, so they actually might be a little concerned. But Cardass.
I burst from the door, enraged, screaming, "I will take your spine! I will take your lives! But I will not take prisoners!"
For that one!
This one?
That is the leader. We need him. Preferably alive.
I've already forgotten
And
the orders.
He shouts as he do that. Looks like we got more company, boys.
Rage.
And advantage for flanking.
A great weapon.
You hit.
Actually, it's going to be -5 for 18. I forgot to hit a check mark
That's
for that.
still a hit.
Perfect.
You cut him down. Absolutely cutting straight through his armor. A deep gash that bleeds as he falls to the ground, his last breath escaping.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'll attack this one.
Alright.
Because I have Great Weapon Master. Yeah. But it's also activated, so I have to take the -5 again. Damn.
Not as good this time. He sees his fellow fall and turns around using his shield to block. Anything else?
Nope.
Duval. Combat is joined. Fire away. So did you mute yourself?
I did. I'm going to shoot at this one with my Witch Bolt, and I'm going to twin spell it to hit this one as well.
Alright.
First one.
Can you twin spell Witch Bolt?
Yes,
Anything
it only
that's a
targets
single
one
target.
person.
Single target attack. And it's a pretty good one to do, too.
Yeah,
Mine
'cause
does
that's
not hit.
Continuous.
The second one.
Second one, he sees the first fly past the other, so he braces his shield and it dissipates the magic.
Yeah.
Now your turn.
Yep.
Naomi. Left.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I was pressing the wrong button. So you, and sure, why not? You get 5 extra
Oh,
um
temporary hit point or
temporary hit
maximum-
points
Is it temporary or is it max increase?
for the duration. Maximum. Yep.
So not temporary?
No,
Not temporary.
I'm max. I'm sorry.
Oops. It is useful nonetheless.
It's aid, if I remember right.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
Well, this one is going to go and deal with the spellcaster. Bringing out his longsword, he's swinging it, but he misses. Anyway, he takes up the appropriate position to deal with this meathead. Your current armor class?
15.
He hits you for 2 slashing damage. Actually, he is going to draw on his martial advantage to increase it to 8.
A total of 8?
Total of 8.
Let's see then.
Meanwhile, their leader finally draws his sword and begins to partake in the combat. He hits you once with it, dealing 5 slashing and 2 fire.
By the way, I'm a totem warrior, so resistance is against everything but psychic, I believe it is.
Yep. Meanwhile, Spreglex doesn't want to get that much closer to combat, so he's going to stick back here with Griffle. Griffle!
I'm moving.
There's a
up
goblin in front of
here.
you. Look out!
I'm going to shoot at this one. I hope.
It just barely goes over his shoulder.
Oof. Then I'm going to Shield of Faith on this one. Matthias.
Maddie.
Maddie.
Hey, Matt!
Matt, that guy.
So you have 2 AC. Plus 2 AC.
That brings
Anyone
us
Plus
AC.
2.
That brings me up to
AC goes to
21.
2.
Just strips him of all his armor.
Those 2.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Puts it all in
Matthias.
circle.
Alright, well, I will begin with this one.
Advantage. You hit. Dealing a heavy blow, but he does not go down from it.
That's me.
Anything else?
Nope, this is me.
So, dead. Crotch.
Fighter, Sam?
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot this
Extra
one
attack
right
does not
next,
come until level 5 for me.
next to
Fire away.
Maddie. I'm doing it as the steady shot.
Yep. You do not hit him,
What's it?
but he is going to reposition
Keep coming out.
to flank this knight. But he is not able to break through the now magic shielding that protects him. He is torn between the 2 combatants he faces, but he decides to go after the one that just hit him. And he does manage to get past, doing 3 slashing damage to Matthias.
Activating my sentinel because he attacked within 5 feet of me.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
he doesn't, because I have Sentinel.
What?
You both have Sentinel.
If someone else has Sentinel, it negates the Sentinel.
I thought it was if the enemy had sentinel.
Isn't it?
I think it's just if the... No, it's like if the enemy has a certain feat, it
Oh, and the
gets
target.
negated.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's target.
So, his sentinel kicks in.
Does my Great Weapon Master still activate for this? Until the end
Active until your next turn, yep.
Alright.
But you also still have it. Oh! Show your back to me, huh? As he shows his back to you, you cleave his head from his shoulders. It rolls off, falling amongst the various cabbages. Taking its rightful place.
Cabbages?
What another trophy!
My cabbages.
Cabbages are over
It is
5
now your
ball.
turn! There's some over here.
It's a pretty long distance for a roll. But then
These
again,
are
he did lop
cannon.
it off.
Yeah, that was how much damage that was.
I'll attack this one.
29 damage to someone that only had 5 health left.
Take off Great Weapon, take off that. Normal. Darn.
He parries your blow with his longsword.
That's everything I got.
Duval.
Now, if you want to burn someone, you can.
Remember, ranged attacks will be at disadvantage at point blank.
I know. Unless it's range of self.
That is true.
So, I'm gonna burning handsome. You must make a dex save.
Dex save. What's he gotta beat?
14, sorry.
He fails.
I've noticed a signature move for Tyler's spellcasters.
You bring your hands together and unleash a torrent of flame. He screams as his flesh is melted and charred.
And then I will move up. What are you trying to say there, fish? That's my turn.
Naomi.
Because he likes his pyro, leave him alone.
Hmm,
Are you speaking, Naomi?
I'm thinking. Okay. I'm gonna cast on this dude. Wow.
1 whole damage.
I'm so helpful.
He does fail.
Well, you decked out for healing.
That your turn.
Yeah.
All right. This guy is still alive.
Hold on.
Oh,
It is past 9.
yeah, we will finish the combat at least.
Okay.
We're pretty close to it.
Can't be. Probably won't be too much more. He will strike out at Karnax, landing a blow for 5 slashing. Meanwhile, their drill sergeant strikes you, but cannot get a blow. Scrigglex follows Griffle. Griffle,
I shoot at this one.
steady aim.
Yes.
You hit. Sneak attack also. And he goes down.
Is it blue?
It's blue because he
Yeah.
rolled max
Oh,
and
6
rolled
and 1.
min.
Max and that's weird.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had that actually happen.
It is
No.
cool though, yeah.
That is, yeah. Green and red make blue,
I don't know, but
but he goes down. Anything else, Griffle?
Nope. That's all.
Matthias.
Alright, I'm going to use my precise strike. So, advantage on him. Attack against this guy.
You hit.
Alright. So that plus that.
oof.
He goes down as you deal a heavy blow, finding the chinks in his armor.
And then... Can I move to right here?
Technically, yes.
And then I'll point my sword at him and tell him to surrender. Your forces are now dead. There shouldn't be much need for spilling your blood.
To which he raises his sword into a ready position, bringing his shield about, doing his best to defend himself. Ah, I'll show you, lot. Only in death does duty end.
Alright. Then
I like this guy. But I don't know if I'm gonna like him more if he's a fine pace on the ground after I'm done.
Alright. I will do my action surge. And swing.
You hit, but he keeps fighting on. That your turn?
That is my turn.
Krot.
So we attacking him?
Well, like I said, I'd prefer to take him alive. Was kind of our mission.
Can you disarm him somehow?
I don't think you've got the disarming shot. That's a
Oh,
specific
no.
attack.
Yeah.
I mean, I could command him to.
Doesn't that only last until his turn?
Yeah, that's literally 6 seconds.
Yeah, it would be your turn, and then right after it'd be his. So it kind of pointless to do the command armor.
I thought it happens on
Yeah.
his turn.
He does
then
the command
throughout
armor.
Yes,
his
he
turn.
does. He does.
For his turn, he'll not do anything.
Aye.
Or he'll do what you command
Yeah.
him.
Like,
So
say,
you could
drop
have-
your weapons and stuff. And then we
Yeah.
can
Oh, you
pick
can't
them
say drop your weapons.
up.
Has to be one word.
Oh.
Surrender?
That is command.
Krot, what do you do?
So yeah, we could try that.
Go there. I'll stuff like steal his weapon.
You try to take his weapon from him?
Scabbard pocket steel weapon.
Well, if you try and take it, just take it from him, it's gonna be a strength check.
So is it disarm ability or check thing?
He doesn't have a special ability, I don't think, to disarm him.
I don't.
Is there
You-
even?
There are attacks that let you do it, but you can make a strength check to try and tear it out of his hand.
Okay. I'll do that. I make my promises.
Nat 20.
Whoa!
Close.
Whoa!
So it says attacker makes attack roll contested by the target's strength or dex. The attacker wins the contact test. The attack causes no damage. The defender drops the item. The attacker has a disadvantage on attack roll if the target is holding the item with 2 or more hands.
Oh, he's only holding with one. But... And he failed. So I will say Krot managed to rip his sword out of his hand.
Rise up mine!
He was
Both
focused.
sides, just disengage. Go over here.
Alright. Karnax.
Do you surrender
Nah,
now?
I'm gonna grapple him.
I steal weapon.
I'm a faithful servant of the Dragon Queen!
I just advantage grapple because
Yeah.
I have advantage on strength checks. Well enraged. Boop. Oh man.
Yeah, you don't.
Give him a slight tickle.
You kind of hug him. There.
Oh, that's everything I do.
Okay.
Druval.
I
Stop
will
fouling.
try. I will try to grapple him. Nat 20. Here we go.
Almost.
Shoves you away.
All thing I can grapple is his leg.
Naomi.
Grapple him. Or no, I guess command.
Surrender.
Alright. Never!
Alright, dog pile.
No retreat! No surrender! He looks around and he decides that he's gonna go after Matthias. He has no longsword, so he pulls out a javelin and tries to stab at you with it. But he can't get through your defenses.
Which activates my sentinel.
Yep.
Can I make it a blunt attack? You know, like a
You could choose to say it's non-lethal.
non-lethal attack.
Non-lethal damage.
Moof.
You hit.
That's what I need. That's what I need to vent.
Moof.
Then lethal
You hit
arrow.
someone with a great axe, making it not lethal.
I hit him with a
With
flat.
the side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the flat.
Okay.
It's like a frying
hit-
pan to the side of the head.
You hit him across the side of the head, and he falls to the ground unconscious.
Which way?
I spit at him.
Is that it? Are we done?
You've defeated them all, and you've knocked out their leader.
Are we out of combat then?
Yes, you are out of
Okay.
combat.
Then I'll use my rope to tie him up.
You tie him up. You've captured him.
We're also going to stuff something in his mouth so he can't bite his tongue off. So, yeah, that's where.
And while you are tying him up, you find that he is carrying a message.
I pull it out and I'll hand it up to Matthias.
And then I shall read it.
The message reads, "The High Master requires soldiers, not thugs. Figure out what you have, then dispatch the ones not suited for this task. This is the will of the Dragon Queen." You also find in the nearby chests 5 suits of black chainmail emblazoned with the symbol of Takesis and a pouch with 200 gold. You can decide what to do with that amongst yourselves. You make it back to the city with your prisoner in tow. That is where we will end it.